Hey there guys, and welcome back to some more Mind Over Magic. Hope everyone has been good since the last episode. A couple of different things that I want to do to address some feedback in the videos. We can actually break down this right here and actually make a grand hall. I believe someone mentioned that. I believe Sawyer mentioned it in the comments down below. And if I look at the grand hall, so we go down to our great hall. Here we go. Actually, no, not great hall. What was it? Because our Great Hall, that is for our ritual room. Now I'm trying to remember, I'm trying to remember which room you mentioned. I could be completely missing it. There was a room that you suggested where we do, between the students and this is break this right here, and then we'll actually have a room that would be pretty decent. Of course, now I can't seem to find out which room you were talking about, so I may have to retract that. I thought you were talking about Great Hall, but that is for our advanced rituals, and it has to be grounded, so that's not gonna work. So I'm not entirely sure which one we were talking about. I could be misremembering, but I mean, I might be able to break this apart anyway and have it as something else. So maybe it's the, if we're looking at our dining rooms, maybe it's just a standard mess hall, maybe. We can honestly have this lofted. So what I can do is instead we can go ahead and demolish, and I don't know if this is actually gonna work, but we're gonna try it anyway. And this might open up the room. I don't know, but then again, if I demolish this, it's actually going to be destroying our staircase. So what can we do here to make this work? I don't want a ladder necessarily. How can we make this work? I could, no, that's not gonna work either. Okay, I'll come back to this one. The other feedback was to put a mana lantern out here and give it some protection, so we can have like a wall go up right here. And then I'm not entirely sure. So we like put a wall and we have a door, and then we give it like an awning to. I probably honestly need to build this out just a little bit more. Probably get another foundation down here, and so we can have our wall. The thing is, we don't want the wall to go up too high because we don't want to cover up our vegetation. Because if we do that, well, they're not gonna grow as good. See, so like when I was looking at Sawyer's message, it says break one floor tile in the room between the staff and the student dining rooms, and I believe you can start a grand hall with a second level loft. Now I'm not entirely sure what you mean by grand hall. We have these bedrooms, we have mess hall and dining room. And maybe you meant mess hall, but I'll see, all we have are these two dining rooms, and the great hall is the one for our rituals. So I'm not entirely sure which one I'm missing. I think we're talking about mess hall maybe. And we could probably work out something there and get that going. But another thing you mentioned was this right here. I went ahead and brought up the comments because I want to make sure I understood this correctly. So we get a mana lantern with a wall, door, and eave to protect it on the foundation out to the right of side of the garden. So I have the right side of the garden. While your flooring won't go up to the right further, it'll add to the stair from the foundation to the second floor kitchen and match the current floor level. Now the problem is that this is technically not private anymore, I think. I think theoretically, I don't know, let's see here. Match the current floor level. You can have it match the floor, step up, and a one level stair back down to the kitchen maybe. So I don't think there's gonna, we can't really get a foundation out here. And I don't know, you may mean that I could do something, let's see here, so we can have like a step up. So we do that, we have a step up, and then we have it go out a little bit, and then we have this go down. Let's see, so, but the problem is I don't think our professors can necessarily walk on that. I think we have to have it come out a little bit more. We have to have this come out. And I don't think we can do it because of our foundations at the moment. I don't think anyone could walk on this. I could be wrong up until the point, and also the stair does not end at a floor or foundation. So if we have a floor come out, no, I don't think that's gonna work either. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work either. So I could be misinterpreting what you're trying to tell me what I can do. I mean, let me know if I am. Well, once again, I'm probably just gonna wait till we have the ability to bring this out just a tiny bit further. which it'll be fine. It's not like it's a top priority for us to get done in the meantime. But what I do want to get done is I want to get our garden out here done, because we desperately need to get these bitter rice plots growing much more easily. So let's get our garden going. We'll get our bitter rice plot. And eventually I do want to get to a point where we're not having to grow just bitter rice so that our students are eating a little bit better. So along with our professors, Felicity is in our way there. Actually, I think it's because of the tree. And actually, I don't want these cut down. I want these destroyed here. These we're fine with. So let's see, demolish that. Nope, I want to click. Nope. Ah, okay, there we go. There, got it. And then we just hit destroy. I'm fine with that big tree. Actually, no, hang on. Cancel that one. We can harvest that one. That one's fine. Oh, I keep double clicking. All right, chop. And then we want... Okay, can I get this one off screen so I don't keep accidentally clicking it? Let's see. Destroy. There we go. All right, there. Got it all nice and settled. So let's go ahead and build our bitter rice plots. That sun shadow tree is still in the way. That's fine. We'll get it worked out. And then one of you mentioned that I need to get this set up properly. So we have our quilted carriers and our recycled quilted carriers, and we will make up to 2. So every time we have 3 quilted carriers die, it makes one of those, and so on and so forth. So I think I've got this set up properly. I could be wrong, but I think this is what we have. So I think this is good to go. It'll keep making quilted carriers over and over and over again. We actually need to get rid of this guy. And then also one of you suggested, say, hey, you may want to tick back the thing because my mana was running low in some of our battles, which is right because I did not fill our mana before battle. So we want to make sure we do that. So let's go and get this thing before it destroys our chests. And yeah, we don't want to deal with that. So there's a couple of different things I want to work on today, and that is getting some of our rooms completed and getting some of our research done. We have a lot that needs to be done, and we have plenty of scrolls, and the thing is, maybe I should go and work on the spice things up so we can actually get a kitchen going, or, you know, we continue to wait on getting some of our higher level, like this one right here. I at least want to get this so we can start making the frost glass, because I really want to get our woodcuttery done. That is a room I've been wanting to get done for several episodes, and it looks like, okay, we have all the professors coming. All right, we're starting the battle. It took a little bit longer, but we actually have full mana now, and we're not having to worry about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get, ooh, and I did not let you guys heal. All right, so let's get Drake healed up, or not healed up, but shielded up. And we'll just go ahead and let Drake do some damage. Go ahead and take 40 of that. And yeah, we could just go and one-shot this guy. I mean, that's a little, no, I'm gonna go and do it. Yeah, that's an absurd amount of damage, which is awesome. You lose a good bit of mana, but it's one of those things where you just do an absolute massive amount of damage. Attacks add jolt to the target, or we can do bolt. I think we'll just do bolt. It is a 52 damage with just 15 mana, so we are good there. Multi-strike, we'll go and do that. Good 45 damage. We'll do smash, and then we'll end off with a standard fireball. Very good, that thing's gone, and maybe we'll get some arcane scrolls out of it. Oh, just enough to get our new research going. Let's see here. So we finished solid as a rock. We also have hold up. Our support ledge, a bracket that extends the support provided from a wall to a floor by 4. Okay, that could be something we could use to help with our situation we were just talking about earlier. So I am gonna go ahead and prioritize these though, so we can get these chrome bugs. And this is one of them, I think I've mentioned this in a previous episode. I would love for a dedicated room or outdoor room for beasts and stuff of that nature. Maybe a ranching thing outside. I'd love to see some outdoor room potential. Maybe something of that nature. Let's see here. I think we can have like a little shed out. Ooh, we could have this be the atelier out here. We can actually expand this. I probably could have expanded this a little bit more. Or we can make the atelier out here, or the 8-layer, however you want to pronounce it. Probably have it here or something like that, just a little room off the side. I think we might do that. I don't know. I would love to have like a gardening hut or something of that nature. I think that'd be a really cool thing to add. Also, I love the deterioration of our garden out here. It's just falling to pieces. Oh, goodness. So if I read, I'm curious with construction and looking at the arch support small, it extends it by 2. So if we get the one that supports by 4, we'll be able to push that out just a tad and then have this little staircase that we're wanting here. That would be great. We are in slow time, so let's go ahead and speed things up. Make sure everything's good. We have our carriers doing their job. I do want to go ahead and work on some classrooms. I want to get some dedicated classrooms going. And we might be able to do that now, actually. So we have the earth teaching slab. So we can turn this into an advanced classroom. So we can put that here, and that will be, I'm actually probably gonna move it there. Make sure I'm not encroaching on the other teaching stones. Or better yet, if we look at this, but unfortunately, I think the Geomancer's Hall is gonna require to be grounded. Yeah, we're gonna have to make sure that's a grounded classroom. And we can have that actually here if we really wanted to. But we are missing a couple of different things for this. We're missing the stacking stones. So we need 3 or more stacking stones. And I believe the stacking stones are actually a little later on. If I look here, the stacking stones, that's a roof spike. Yeah, so the stacking stones are here. So we'll have to make an advanced classroom. And that's just gonna require a skill specific. So we can literally we just need to get a chalkboard and have some bookshelves. But the chalkboard requires brains and we haven't got that researched just yet. And if we look at that, we're gonna need to get 8 more of these, get some eyeballs, and then we can get brains and we can get those with corpses. So we're still a little ways off from the advanced classrooms. I will do my best to maybe try to get there today. But I would love, okay, who's not teaching? Someone is not teaching, and I'm not sure who it is. Also, if I stop talking, like for a brief moment, I'm probably taking a sip of tea. I'm trying to have some kind of drink in the middle of the day that helps me, I don't know, feel more energetic without having to have coffee or energy drinks, because I can't deal with coffee or energy drinks too well. I'll have it energy drink or coffee every once in a while, but like tea does way better for me. So also it helps my my throat with all the talking that seems to happen. Oh goodness. All right, so let's go ahead and students are still waiting on teaching. Who is not teaching? What is going on? Access. Jackson Murphy the second should be teaching. Oh, but he prioritizes okay. So that's not good. That's actually pretty bad. So if we're looking at our prioritization, Jackson, yeah, we don't have him teaching, so let's move that. He should stop doing that and prioritize teaching with the schedule. I lied, he doesn't prioritize teaching with the schedule. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix that up real quick. Where is it? Research. So let's dot these down to 1. And actually, yeah, we'll dot those down to 1. And we'll say teaching is more important. So you should, there you go. All right, get down there and teach, Jackson. All right, there we go, very good. Class ends, all right, well, that was a good short class, wasn't it? Now this unfortunately leaves Jackson not a lot of time for his research, which could be bad. We probably don't want our teacher being the one that researches all that much, so we may need to find a different teacher. So if we look at all our students, we have nature, we have water, we have lightning, we have air, we have water, and we have air. So do we have someone other than Jackson that can potentially do that? Not particularly. Jackson is, well, Drake probably could. We really need to get another professor that's a tier 2, but that's what we're working on with Lila. Litile is going to be actually our rotating, so never mind. Grandstaff has potential to be a good professor for nature, water, lightning, and air, but we have to get him taught first, so, you know, there's always that. Now, if we look at our schedule, I mean, we do have plenty of research time during the end of the day, so there is that, so I guess we don't need to worry about that. And Rincewind does pick up the slack where Jackson can't, so that is a-okay as well. Now we want to make sure that, because it is work time right now, so I'm curious how this is gonna work. So Jackson the second, he's going up. Okay, they're doing recreation, because Rincewind was actually taking over for a little bit. Okay. So it's work. Oh, nope, it's food time. So everyone's gonna. Okay, healing. All right, everyone's gonna prioritize healing. We're harvesting. Why are you prioritizing harvesting? What is the schedule doing right now? It's currently work hours, and you're prioritizing ice flowers, which makes me think that Rincewind has a higher priority over. Yep. Okay. So we want to look at Rincewind. Rincewind does have research, so let's go ahead and take research off for you. We're saying you're not gonna research. So if he doesn't research, then Jackson... All right, who is doing what here? Okay, Jackson's going up to research. Okay, nope, he's charging, okay. And then sleeping. That was a whole... I am very confused. Why are you sleeping? Are you okay? Schedule for tasks, time will staff for 3.2 days, sleeping, okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on you. I'm gonna need to change your prioritization. Maybe it's just because you need to heal. But we're gonna keep an eye on that and see what happens with that. We have healing beds available, so I'm not entirely sure why you're sleeping early. Because you should be on a standard schedule, unless you were just really that tired. You have 0 recreation. I think recreation is something that we struggle with the most on everyone. Like there's hardly any recreation. I don't know how to make that any better. Because in all honesty, there's not a lot of recreation in the game yet. Yeah, there's not a lot of recreation. We do have, I wonder if that counts. Painting studio. No, that doesn't really count, does it? Because those are workshops. I mean, there's the common rooms, but I mean, those are beds as well. And these are students. So, I don't... The best the professors can get is a conservatory. Which is very strange to me. Huh. Private, elevated, and towered. We're gonna have to work on that at some point. All right, we'll have to work with that. Yeah, I'm not sure why you guys went to bed early, but that's okay. Okay, research is on its way. We should have that done relatively soon. We were working on good ventilations, but I did want to switch that over to the Chrome bug. We'll get that done. We do want to do some battles for some more arcane scrolls. We have a Croa that is unfortunately destroying our thing down here. And Drake is in a loop of trying to get it fixed. Okay. Drake, why in a loop, buddy? Why in a loop? I mean, I guess you do repair as a top priority in it. Do you not sleep? Okay, the sleeping schedules are all kinds of out of order. Not sure what's going on there. I do want to make sure Jackson is going to go up and research. Okay, they're doing rec. That's fine. Now, how good is this charging up? It doesn't charge up hardly at all. Yeah, y'all may need more rec time. Maybe that's it. Maybe we're out of rec time. Maybe take away an hour of sleep. Maybe that's it. Maybe, because I think y'all's sleep is fine. Maybe flip-flop these and give 2 rec instead of that. So you eat and then go to class? Maybe? Okay, so yeah, you're teaching, you prioritize that, that's fine. Maybe there's too much teaching going on. Maybe I could take away a teaching slot. Where 7 hours is about right to me, and then we have those. of course, I think recreation counts for painting and all that, so maybe we need to work on those at some point. So they're gonna go back, they're gonna do daily tasks, which is fine. I think we may need more rec time. So let's do this. All students, let's flip-flop. Let's do recreation here, let's do eating, and then rec that, and then they've got 6 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep. That's fine, right? And then what we'll do is we'll take away an hour of this. Let's try that. Let's try that, because now that we have our quilted helpers, I feel like we're able to get more done throughout the day, so maybe we don't necessarily need to worry as much about that. Okay, let's try that. We are full on a lot of. Okay, yeah, we are. Well, actually, no, that should go there, right? Oh no, that's a full stack. So we may need another stack of resources. So honestly, I might just do a materials chest again. So let's see. Let's copy this. Copy with settings. Let's rotate, and let's just do that. But then once that's built, we'll move that to be just materials. So we have stone and wood and all that there. So we have our, I like how these are all backwards. I have completely messed those up, but that's fine. So we won't do animal parts, we'll just do materials in there. We have materials and animal parts in here. I think that should be fine. We have all those set up the way we want them to. These classes are going fine. I do want to check, a battle awaits, humans perform better in the battle. No research selected. Okay, so we've got our chrome bug, which means we can start making the bigger windows, right? So we have huge windows and we have we have the big windows already unlocked, right? Furniture, construction, lighting. Yeah, so we have a large rectangular window. We need frost glass, and we need large windows in here. For the woodcuttery, my main goal for this episode is that we're going to complete this woodcuttery. It's gonna happen. Oh no, okay, so we need 3 or more large windows, or 1 or more huge window. So what we could theoretically do is, depending on what this huge window needs, we could make this as well. So we need rune wood and frost glass. We can make the rune wood now. Now, to make so rune wood, special wood for crafting magical object, we can make this. Used to expand the school, wormweed pod, okay. What do we need for it? Special wood for crafting. And okay, so this refining base, so we need the weaver bird nest, and then we can make rune wood. So I might go ahead and get this, maybe? I mean, it wouldn't be bad. So okay. Well, actually, let's think about this for a second. So we want to get these, that doesn't cost anything. We need to get our arcane scrolls up. Let's go with things that don't cost anything. Let's get chimneys, because we know we're gonna need chimney. Let's grab that. Let that complete research. So we want to get some crafting going on, and we need weaver bird nests and we need chrome bugs. And for that we need rune wood on both ends. So to make rune wood, we need rune wood, which means we're gonna have to look for some ourselves and push the fog back. So let's get some tier 2 professors that do it. We'll have Davian, plus 80 repel, plus 40 repel. Who has got? Okay, so we don't have any other tier 2 professors that can do that, which is fine. 80 repel, yeah, so let's do that. Yeah, and it looks like the more we have professors leveled up, the better their repel goes, which is really good. My goal for this series, and if you guys are watching, I'm gonna try to do this series as long as I can, but as you guys know with me in early access games, I love to play them up to a point and then let them finish or let them get major updates and then come back to them. I like to save some stuff. I don't like to do the entire experience. So if this one does end within the next couple episodes, just expect that. Ooh, battle awaits. Okay, so we got a lot going on. If this one does end in a couple, of episodes, please do expect that. It may happen. I hope you guys understand. And I do apologize if you guys really are enjoying the series, like, hey, no, keep going. It's just one of those things where I like to watch a game complete over time. And like I said, if there's major updates, we may continue this save if the saves are compatible and we're like, oh, new stuff, let's continue at Embertide. So maybe one of those where like, hey, I released an episode or two, it's like, hey, big update, here's this episode. And I don't know. And let me know how you guys feel about this. Do you like the episode numbers in the thumbnails, or would you rather have like unique thumbnails with different titles and like the title have the update in it, just so you know you don't feel like you're missing out on too much? Like if you, like for example, if we have episode, I think this is 12, and like it's like, hey, okay, this is hypothetical. I stop at episode 12 and say, ooh, major update, let's continue off where we left off. You know, episode 13, 14 could be the new update, but that would be kind of confusing for someone who wants to watch the update, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I could just be overthinking this like I normally do. So I don't know. If you get what I'm saying, let me know what you think down below. If you don't get what I'm saying, let me know what you think down below anyway. It's like, hey, what are you talking about? All right, so we have fire, air, dark, lightning. Do we have air wand 2? We don't have air wand 2s yet, so we're gonna wait on those. These are still doing what their job's really good. We have worm weeds and we have carcasses, which is good. I'm actually surprised I have carcasses in. Oh, that's for our, yeah, refining beast stuff. We actually have this carcass here. Materials. I feel like my organization is honestly kind of crap. But it's fine, it's okay. All right, so we push this back. We really need Grandstaff because we can't harvest that rune wood without Grandstaff, the second. And I do want to make sure that I think he had a bonus. Yeah, so we got that done, which is good. I want to make sure if there's anything on Lila that we need to get. Participate in a ritual 2 times. Cast while rested at a learning stone. Let's see. Okay. Clean 3 messes. Okay, and that's not really gonna help her. 10 speed plus power, and then HP and mana. Magic card brought either in a room with at least 6 students or staff present. We do have 6 students, so I'm honestly surprised that hasn't happened yet. Interesting. I'm actually really surprised that hasn't happened. Do we not have 6 spots? We should have 6 spots. Oh, what was that? Something just died. I don't know what that was, but that was a noise, wasn't it? Something just went crunch. Okay, I don't know what that was. I think it may have been a quilted beast dying. Maybe. Okay, maybe that was a quilted beast. That was an awful noise, man. That poor thing sounded like it was in major pain. We have a lightning wand 2. I'm not sure why we're not storing them in here. Interesting. All wands should be stored in here. I'm not sure why our quilted beast isn't doing that. Huh. I also keep calling them beasts. They're not beasts, they're carriers. Okay, how are we doing? Skill levels, we have a bunch of people learning skills, which is good. You learned your skill, which is, let's see, okay, light till the 3rd. We don't have to worry about that. And the more medallions I have, the more adept scrolls they give us, which is good. But we really want to focus on these skill caps, like Grandstaff. Grandstaff is gonna have a 5 going to this, which is gonna be good. We have idle students, not much to do, which means I really need more of these beasts out here. And we really need more rec time. I think we're slowly gonna get to the point where we want more rec time instead of more work time. Wait, can I make these? Oh, I have brains. Oh. Brains, you say? Okay, ooh, that's a big thing too. Okay, so we have a chalkboard here. All right. I think it's time. I think I'm gonna move our crafted space, and I'm actually gonna work on making an advanced classroom. So let's go ahead and make sure that we can prep this ground classroom. So if we're looking here, we want a Geomancer's Hall. It just has to have stacking stones, and it has to be grounded, which I think we can do. I think we can fit all this in this room. And what may need to happen, I may need to get rid of this and change this around. We may have like the staircase go into the other classroom, maybe have those classrooms connected that way. This might expand and may become the Hydro Laboratory. So if we look at the Hydro Laboratory, that one's gonna require a lot, and it has to be elevated though, which is not great. Okay, well we can't do that because that's not gonna be elevated. So never mind. I think what I'm gonna do is, well, no, this is theoretically a workshop, and it does really good for our chemistry. I would like to move this, I think, and expand this out and have this as a giant classroom. I think I would like to do that. That's something I would like to do. Now we need to make sure we have a lofted room. I'm still not unsure about undoing this. I really hate how big this is for what it is. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of space over here. I gotta figure out what to do with it. That's a lofted, it's skewed and private. We could move our workshop over here. It's kind of far away from all of our reagents, but all of our stuff is down here anyway. So we could move all of it. I think this wouldn't be too bad. We can have our ingredients that we want, and we can have potions and another thing. I think that wouldn't be bad. And that way, you just go, I know like these are kind of slower. I think we had someone mention that the staircases are a little bit slow, which is fine. So let me try this. Let's go ahead and, I know, because they have to go down and around, it's gonna be a little bit slower, but it should be fine. So we'll have that there, and I need to get some lighting up there. We'll move this. So we're saying move view, and that will give people something to do as well, so they're not just doing nothing. So I have that candelabra there. We'll take this candelabra, we'll move it up here. That looks good there. And then we'll move this chest, and then we'll build and copy with settings, and then we'll say, hey, potions in this one, regions in this one. I think that's right. It's really, I think that's the lock. I honestly can't tell what the front is. I think that's the front. That's the front. Is that the front? I think that's the front. That's the front. Okay. So that, and we'll build copy with settings, and then we'll fix those when we need to. All right, so that's gonna be our workshop for right now, and so we can get things moved around. And I think I'll just put standard candles in here. That way it's lit up and we're not like having mushrooms grow. Okay, yeah, now there's one of our quilted carriers that died. We need to put recycled ones in a chest. So what I can do is, for the meantime, we'll get a storage chest for them. I would get the tiny chests, but I don't know. I feel like it's just worth having these. And I feel like the tiny chests will need to be used for just a singular item. Wait, have I told that these are professor-only tables? Yeah, those are all staff. They don't finish eating, is what I'm noticing. So maybe Lila isn't finishing that because they don't actually finish eating. Maybe we should have... Huh. Maybe a longer eating time? Because they have to go down. Of course, I'm putting their food in here, aren't I? No, we're not. Okay, hang on, wait. Food is being stored somewhere still, so let's... Okay, we're saying meal ingredients there. And we're saying meals are also in here, right? Yeah, so there's 10 bitter gruel there. And we want bitter gruel here as well, but I don't think any of the refining beasts are taking it there. Interesting. Okay, so maybe they're taking time to get their meals up and down. And if I say access to this is only restricted to students or staff, that's not gonna work either. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so we're not carrying any. Of course, we're only saying make a certain amount. They've got to be stored somewhere else, right? The bitter gruel is... Because we've told it to make 11, but there's only 10 that I've... Oh, no, there's 11 in here. Aha. Okay. So what I could say, because the students have to grab this and then walk up, which I mean that's fine. I don't think that's a problem. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why Lila hasn't gotten that medallion yet. I feel like that one should be a pretty easy one, and we have 6 students. So I'm not sure why we haven't gotten that yet. That one befuddles me. All students, all students. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's because of the tables? Now that I think about it, why do I have 2 tables here? Now that I think about it. Oh, we have 2 tables here because it's a requirement. That's right, this dormitory requires 2 tables. Yeah. And we have to have 2 enchantophones as well. Man, this is kind of a tough one, isn't it? Now, what I could do is we can move this to about... I'm gonna move that here. And I'm gonna move this one here as well. And I'm gonna move these tables. I don't like how these tables are set up. So let's move this chest. This is their... I don't think they're gonna use this at all. I'm gonna say this food chest belongs here. And then they're gonna get that moved around for me. And then we're gonna move these tables. And have something to this effect. I still don't like it. And maybe instead of cancel move, we do... I mean, we're encroaching on that thing's... maybe do... I want to get it to where I can use this table for everyone. And maybe make an L-shaped table. Sure, do that one. We'll have this weird corner here. That looks a little weird, but I want to see if having a table available for everyone is gonna work out. So they're gonna choose to eat like, no, they're still gonna do that, okay. And maybe it's because there's a wolfkin eating a rat. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure why that's not working. Oh, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Is this research still going? It is still going, okay. And it's because Jackson, unfortunately, has to be our teacher. We don't have someone that's teaching in the middle of the workday. But Jackson is honestly our best teacher that we've got. We have a lot of people ready to graduate. And so what we can do is we can go ahead and do a graduate. And we'll have Jackson do it, because Jackson's the one that taught. So of all these that are ready to graduate, we're gonna get a ton of scrolls for this. And we'll get some new students in. And we'll make sure we bring Lintile the 4th in. So we have 28 adept scrolls, which is amazing. And so I'm trying to figure out how we can have some of our other students attend rituals. So, you know, participate in ritual 2 times. I wonder what ritual we can do there. None of these can be done. We can have a full heal. Retire, expel. Let's not do that. Okay. Let's go ahead and summon some more students because we're out of students. We'll get some more wand users in. So we have 2 earth wands. We'll get that going. I keep canceling class. Honestly, Jackson should not be the one that's doing this. That's fine. Okay, so Jackson's gonna get another student in for us. That's gonna be Earth. So is Jackson actually good at Earth? We may be able to switch our professors around now. So let's get all the students that we want. So let's go ahead and we'll have Davian do this as well. And we'll get two Earth wands in. This is gonna be Lintile the 4th. Lintile is gonna have a extensive legacy at this school. So Lintile the 4th. So Ivy. All right. Just like my YouTube handle. Also like how you're just idle at the moment. All right, so we have Jackson. Jackson is, I'm gonna go ahead and unpause too, let them finish that. Magic and combat. You don't have any earth So we have nature and water. Do we have Drake? No, but you can do earth. And you can't do nature. They're getting close to learning. I just don't think I have anyone that's good at earth and nature. Yeah. I like how the founders one is absolute garbage too. That's unfortunate for Felicity. I think I'm gonna have Drake teach this from now on. So we're gonna say access. We're gonna say Drake is our teacher now. And then we'll fix up our priorities. So we'll say Jackson is no longer teaching. And we'll say Drake is teaching. Okay. And then we'll get some airs as well, because I believe Drake is also good at air. So if we'll look at Drake, he is good at air, and he's good at lightning, and he's good at earth. So we can get probably a couple of lightnings in too. He's good at air, so we'll get an air wand in. You guys stay down there and keep summoning. And then we also have Learning Stone. We want all students at this one. So all students will learn. It is currently, what is the time? Because people are just kind of standing around. It is currently learning time. So Drake is teaching. We have Davian and Jackson doing that, which is very good. All right, what is Davian good at? Davian is good at all that. All right, cool. So we have fire, 2, 2. Okay. And we need one more student after this. So we have Farah. Ooh, our first air shattered student. And that's our first kind of orange looking shattered student. That's really cool. And now we are out of, we have a fire wand tier 2, which that'll be fine as well. I don't want to get too many tier 2 professors in just yet. We have 2 that we're having upcoming, so we'll work on that. We still need to get our Runewood, which means Grandstaff needs to finish up his training. Grandstaff should finish up relatively soon, hopefully. Love to get that done. We now have our lovely workshop up here, and I still have this chest backwards. Oh, goody. So we're gonna leave this one alone. So we have our animal parts and plant parts, and we have our potions. We're gonna say this one is not gonna worry about that. And then we're gonna say potions are just for here, and no more potions in here. So we have potions, parts, and then we have our chest right there. Our quilted helper is handling that. Very good. Students are going up for their rec time. Professors are getting their rec time in. Do we have a good decoration? Not really, no. We don't. All right. We got some rats wandering the halls. That's okay. I'm sure Wolfkin will pick it up and have a nice, tasty snack. We have some crows that need to be taken care of. We hasten to say, hey, get rid of that clouded crystal. And then once we get our nature professor in, we can go ahead and get some runewood. There's a fully grown woodwood tree, and then we have these new trap vines. I remember these were new in the patch notes. Not sure what they're going to be for, but I've read that they're not great. They can hurt quite a bit. All right, so I've yet to focus on getting our farm here properly set up. So once again, hopefully you guys can destroy that for me, and I will get this going hopefully soon. Let's get some bitter rice going. We'll have plots of 4. So once they destroy these, we got our fire students handling those, which is awesome. Oh, plots of 4 going. Looks good like that. And of course, we have the Kroa eating our lovely crops. The jerk. And we want to get rid of this Kroa nest. I think we're going to destroy it because we're not having any crops up here. And it's just eating away. And what we might have to do is we might have to make a wall so they don't get in here. Because then we won't have any crops whatsoever, which would not be good. Speaking of meal ingredients, we have 80 bitter rice. All right, so we're doing all right. So hopefully once someone gets out here to destroy these Kroa, we will not have to worry about our lovely, lovely crops. Getting 8. All right, so Felicity's handling that. That looks good. And of course, a crow is going to come up and have him a snack per usual. Yep, they're just eating away at our bitter rice. Oh, great. All right. That's fine. We'll work on it. All right, everyone's sleeping, looking good. We have our learning stones. I want to replace this. We did want to put, okay, so what I did want to work on, and we can go ahead and do this, is let's go ahead and destroy a lot of this. So let's harvest that. Let's just, ooh, not that many. Okay, let's scroll over here. Let's destroy these. Let's just destroy everything back here. I think destroying is easier than harvesting. That way I can go up and set up a foundation for our 8 lyre out here. So we'll have that going. I might just go and destroy these bitter rice plots so that we're not focusing on them anymore. Yeah, those crow need to go. They are menaces right now. All right, if I can click on you guys. Hang on, let's pause for a second. Click on you. I want those out of here. Same with this crow nest. We need to get rid of it. I know they produce corpses for us, but they are eating away at our crops. So, yeah, not that great. We really need to go down and, ooh, okay. Dancing with Friends. Okay, so Lintile completed that. Lintile the 4th. Very good. And then we have Gunther. Got 2 Shattereds. Very good. All right, all of y'all are getting y'all's food. Where are you guys going? Isn't it food time? You're gonna grab you a rat. Yep. Okay, you're gonna grab you a rat, which is probably why, because our wolf can go and get rats. Which may mean we need to make some specific food for our wolfkin. I don't know if we have it yet. I don't think we do. There's specific food we can make for our wolfkin that they will eat. And you're just eating gut berries. Do we not have any food? Are we out of food? Oh, we have bitter gruel. Why do you get the bitter gruel? I guess you don't. I guess you'll eat anything. Huh? Weird. I don't have anything on the consume. Everyone should eat everything. Okay, we got a skill up in there. That's good. All right, Grand Staff is ready for graduation or being hired, which is awesome. So the problem is that we are actually down a nature professor, and actually, are we down a nature professor? Yeah, we are. And we have 7 beds, I believe. We have 7 beds, but the thing is, hiring-wise, we need a savant scroll, and we don't have that. So what I'm having to do is I'm having to decide, okay, what is gonna be our top priority? We have an air wand user, a water wand user, and a dark wand user. I feel like our air wands may not be at the top priority. So like, let's see what Lizzie is decent at. So Lizzie handles our assembly, our painting, and our hauling. Our hauling and our assembly is not necessarily that bad. So I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna say, hey Lizzie, thank you for everything you've done, but we need to let you retire. So Lizzie will be retiring with us, and then we will also be getting Grand Staff as a new professor. So that's what I feel like is our best option at the moment. Until we get Savant Scrolls to have more professors. At the moment, until we have them, we can only have a maximum of 6 professors, which is unfortunate. But I think that's what we have to do at the moment. So Lizzie, thank you for your service. And then we're gonna hire staff, and we're gonna get Grand Staff II as our Tier 2 Nature Professor. Which in turn will let us harvest Runewood, which in turn will let us get the Nature Beast, and will let us get the things for the giant windows. All right, 3-hour scrolls. We're waiting for Grand Staff II to join us. And I'm sure this is actually gonna take a while because we're actually doing pretty good on professors. And at this point, we can honestly get students with Tier 2 wands and just let them graduate. And I think that actually may give us a Adept scrolls. I could be wrong. I could have probably checked this before we let them graduate, but that's fine. All right, so now we have Grand Staff II, and we need to set up your priorities. Oh, wow, and I didn't even know there was a deeper color than that. So you're really good at wands, harvesting, tending, chopping. Those are all your top jobs. That's what you're good at. I'm not gonna say you need to scriven. We'll say that, you know, you can if you want to, but Jackson will probably handle that mostly. And I'm actually gonna make Jackson's top priority researching again. So I'll have that for the meantime. I think that looks good. I'm just checking across the board. Students, you guys repair when you can. We need repairing as much as we can. And then Lila, you can do that. Hauling, we don't really need to worry about. Warding, we don't really have a student that could ward at the moment. We need a dark wand user. So let's look and see what we have in terms of wands. So we have earth wands, we have lightning wand 2s. We have another air wand. So let's go through our air wands again. Let's just get our tier 1s out of the way. And that's what we have right now, is we have a bunch of tier 1s, and we also have Lila. And Lila the second will replace just normal Lila. So we will have Lila the second replace Lila. And so we have our bitter rice plots going. And then we can go ahead and dig up these, I think. I think it's go ahead and good to cancel all of these harvests. And then we will cancel. And then we will disintegrate. So we're done with those. We don't need those bitter rice plots anymore. And then we can start working towards getting us some better food once we get the research done for that. Now what I'm noticing is that Jackson is, I've kept him busy, so he hasn't been doing his research, which is my fault. Wait, pause research. It's at 900, isn't it? I guess he has to do one more tick. One invisible micrometer of research. So once he finishes that, we'll get that last student in. And then we will hopefully finish off that research. Up he goes. Nope, going around. It's food time. Also, I'm noticing we have spore shroom rash happening with some of our professors. I don't see anywhere. So we have honey drop seeds. Do we have anywhere we're storing seeds? I think I might need to get a seed chest. We have gut berries in here. Wait, what? I'm only storing gut berries in here, which is really interesting. Wonder if I meant to do that. We have just a basic chest with a bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, I need to work on that, don't I? What is our repel fog ingredients right now? Honey drop, spore caps, mandrake roots. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep a good chunk of what's required. Okay, so we have animal parts, ice petals, mandrake. For this one, we're gonna need spore caps, honey drops, and mandrake roots. So I've got, we got honey drop, we have spore cap, and then we have, what else? I'm gonna go and start storing this stuff, and we want mandrake roots. So mandrake roots are being stored elsewhere, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say we can remove those and store them in our other chest, and that'll be good. All right, so we'll have those mandrake roots go there, which is fine. No research selected. Let's go over here. And we need brains eventually, so can't do that because I don't have any scrolls, which means, you know, I gotta go back into the dungeon. And let's take a look at what else we have over here. We're gonna do grim accessories, which is not really necessary. We could get this beautiful canopy bed, but I don't think that's a priority unless we really just have nothing else to do. This actually would be decent, so we can look at that. I would go for the huge window, but actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's go and do the huge window. That way we can actually put a nice giant window in our woodcuttery when we get to it. Okay, now that we have the ability to harvest rune wood, let's go ahead and set up some tasks for Grandstaff to do that. So we can go ahead and harvest that and get plenty of rune wood. Once we get plenty of rune wood, we'll make our beast that will produce rune wood and frost glass for us. And then, all right, I'm gonna make sure this vine, okay, so this guy right here, we can harvest it, but it makes me nervous. So I'm not gonna go for that rune tree yet. I'm not gonna explore that danger. Is it over here? Are we good over here? I think we're good over here. There's fractal mold and unstable enemies. Yeah, there's all kinds of resources that I have no idea about. We're gonna try to avoid them at the moment. We do have a lot of bristle cones over here, and what I need to do is actually replace these. So I am gonna destroy these, and good thing that that we actually have these fully harvested. So we'll say that. Cancel chop, we're gonna disintegrate those and replace them with bristlecone trees, which will work great for us. Okay. Let's see, I know I'm getting towards the end of the episode here. I know that we're, ooh, there's also some lighting going on here. There's some more stuff that's grown back. We don't want to harvest that. We want to cancel. We want to destroy. We want to destroy. We want to destroy. All of this needs to be destroyed so I can actually start putting foundations down for our lovely atelier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go start planting foundations right here. And I'm gonna have it go out to probably about here. I'm gonna make this feel like a nice separate building. So we'll go and get these down, and then once they destroy this out here, we'll have this little courtyard area. And actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cancel this one right here, and I'm gonna go out to as far as we can here. So we'll have, let's see if I can go ahead and place this foundation on this side. No, I can't. So we'll probably have this right here. We'll have it 4 wide. I think that'll, 5 wide. Let's do 4 wide for right now and see if that's gonna be good. If not, we can always expand it later. All right, have we harvested this wood yet? We haven't. If you can, make that a priority 5, and we'd like to do that. All right, looking good. So now, what Grandstaff should do is Grandstaff should go out there and harvest as much as he can. Okay, we've also taken down our trees here. And I don't think we have the ability to actually upgrade the bristlecone trees yet. No. How far are we from domesticated rune wood? So where's our bristlecone at? There's our bristlecone. Then we have nature teaching tree, and we have the sweet leaf tree planter, and then we would have rune wood all the way down here. So we're still ways off from that. So just to make sure we have a good source of wood, we're gonna go ahead and put these back and have those continue as usual. Now, are these planters actually smaller? I think they're smaller. No, they're not, okay. Just my imagination. We're out of bristlecones, which is fine. We'll have those going, and we'll eventually get more bristlecone. I'm gonna say, hey, harvest those. Not as important as the rune wood, which hopefully Grandstaff is doing. No, still not yet. Why are we not harvesting these trees? Okay, he's on his way. Grandstaff getting to work. Oh, my rat population. Wow, okay, let's get rid of those dire rats. Plenty of those. Okay, so Grandstaff is out here. He is getting us some rune wood, which would be great. We do have these spore caps. I'm gonna say, hey, can we get rid of those if you can? Now, how long does it take to chop this guy down? All right, so we got a rune wood, which is good. Now, I want rune wood to go in a specific place, and I think because it's, oh, well, it is gonna be a basic resource. We want it to go to where we're crafting, and so we may have some more beasts in here. So let's go ahead and say, where do we don't necessarily know we're using rune wood yet, so I'm gonna say, hey, let's make a tiny chest for just rune wood. Or actually, hang on, what are we using this chest? That's that capacity. We can say, where do I want rune wood to go? That's a capacity 10. That's got a bunch of wood, holy cow. Let's say we have a regular, is there a chest smasher going around? Not that I see. Let's go and get a chest down. And I'm gonna say this is gonna be rune wood and frost glass just for building stuff. I'm gonna put this down in here. And that'll be our rune wood and, what's it called? Glass. Frost glass, that one. Okay, so now that we have the rune wood coming in, we can get a weaver bird nest and a chrome bug pen. We have 50 rune wood, and we need 100 per, oh, wow. Okay. Not what I was expecting out of that, if I'm honest. So we'll actually put that down here. I don't think the chrome bugs are gonna have an issue being under the shade, so we can do that. We'll put a chrome bug pen here. Unless we need multiple ones, which is fine. We'll have that there. Let's go ahead and destroy this, and then we could put, let's see, hang on, what about the weaver bird? Hopefully Grandstaff is actually collecting some more for us. Oh, he just finished, man, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we'll get some of that done at some point. Hopefully we really would like some more rune wood if possible. Yeah, we haven't collected enough of it just yet. But we do have the chrome bug pen. I might make foundations out here just, well, I don't know. No, I think we'll leave that alone, and then what we could do instead is for, where is it? I thought I had it. Did I not have it? Oh, I thought I had it. Is it construction? I thought we had stone paths. Am I crazy? Have I not got those yet? Did I just dream that this game had stone paths? Tidy Gardens, is that it? Yeah, Pathstone. Okay, hang on, wait, is it part of the garden? Garden. Ah, here we go, yeah, okay. I thought I wasn't crazy, I was just making sure. All right, so instead we could do Pathstone. Oh, I wish I could click and drag, okay, that's fine. We'll have to individually click Pathstone throughout here, which is fine. We can deal with that. Now I could have foundations and build, a staircase and everything like that, but it's okay. So we're gonna have Pathstone go through here, make this look a little nice, act like we know what we're doing here. And then we'll have Pathstone kind of go out like that. And then it kind of goes back towards here, and then we can have more plots. So I think that'll be good. And we'll have to get rid of this honey drop bush, which is fine. I actually want to destroy these two, so let's go ahead and cancel, destroy that one. Nope. Cancel, destroy, and then cancel and destroy. All right, looking good there. And then we'll have more better rice plots go around here. Or I could save these plots for something else and then just have our kind of garden out here. Our garden is going out quite a bit. But if we can get this last piece here and make this go up, I think that would look pretty decent. What I could do is go ahead and do the wall you suggested. I don't think that should be bad. We have a door there back out to the garden. Maybe. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Or if we need a wall here at all. Because it wouldn't have, might have like a little garden hut. Then again, it would only be, too wide, which I think is kind of ridiculous. I mean, like how big is a door? Let's see, a door is, yeah, we'll have to have at least go up that high, which I think is kind of, it's kind of silly, isn't it? I don't know, we'll leave that for right now. I'll figure out what to do with it at some point. So we're getting the Pathstone down. We want to cancel that and destroy that instead. So we got our Pathstone. We need a little organization going on here. And let's get our last little Pathstone down for this section right there. That way, nothing will grow there, and we have some semblance of organization. All right, very good. Okay, well guys, that is gonna be it for this episode. As always, I hope you did enjoy it. There's a lot that we're working on. Hopefully we'll get this woodcuttery done in the next episode. It seems like I say, oh yeah, this episode we're gonna get this done. This episode we're gonna get, yeah, it never happens that way, does it? Oh goodness, but that's just part of games like this. You kind of get distracted, you work on other things, and just one thing after the other. But once again, that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, if you have any feedback or comments, please leave them down below. If you enjoyed the video, liking always helps. And if you somehow found this part 12 to this episode, and you're new to the channel and you enjoyed it, consider watching the rest of the playlist down below and subscribing. Once again, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, where you may be. Thank you for spending some of your time here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.